Hey, we're here again, John.
How do you do, everybody? And you, Gary, how are you?
How are things then? Oh,
All right, not a bad week this week. Had confirmation about my COVID jab. So
yeah.
I had it to go Thursday, and so it was in Guy signing, right? So I phoned him up. I said, "Look, I don't mind, but I'm living in Margam. Any chance I can go there?" And so I'm going Sunday now.
There we are.
But if I thought about it, see, guy, I could have. We haven't I haven't been out for ages. I could have had a little drive up Cosine there. I'm not sure if I've ever been there before.
Yeah, it's a long way, isn't it? It's
Where is it?
It's towards near Tenby, that way.
Is it that far, is it?
No, not really.
Right.
You turn off just before, let's see, Llangyfelach, just past Llangyfelach there.
Oh, right. Oh, I know.
And you follow the road down towards Lecha. You know where Lecha
I
is?
know where you are. I know where you are, but it's I would have been a nice little drive in, see?
Yeah, you would have enjoyed that. Oh, good evening, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Yes, it would have been a lovely little run down there.
Yeah, great it would have been, but there we are. What can you do, innit?
Yeah, I suppose. Is Kyle out doing taxi now tonight? Carrie is in, look. Nice to see Carrie in so early.
Yeah, it's bad weather out there tonight, Gar.
Very bad, isn't it? Yeah.
I bet you. Well, I can imagine, Kyle. There's not a lot of. Obviously, the pubs are not open. That's your like livelihood gone, really, Kyle, is it? Because there's nobody to pick up now. It's time of night, is it?
Can't be, can we? Good evening, Danielle. Danielle Morgan, Jeffrey Good.
Oh, Jeff's in, look.
It's Fee. It's Fee on it is. It's not Kyle. Kyle's out.
Oh, right. I got you.
Yeah, can't be much to pick up though, and especially this weather. Nobody.
No, it can't be, can it?
I don't know if he's doing. He might be doing deliveries, isn't it?
Chinese. Oh yeah, there is a lot of that going on. I went to pick one up because I'm tight. See, I wouldn't pay for delivery, so I went uptown. I think it might have been last week, and that Station Road, but there you can't get. You can't get a parking space. There's so many people there.
Yeah. Good evening, Janet Williams. Everybody's welcome. Janet Williams Davis. There's posh. Eh? Posh name.
Oh, they were. See, they're all in here.
And where are you from, Janet Williams Davis? That sounds an Ammanford type of name.
No, I tell you where. I reckon now that's in the posh houses down by opposite the Grove Golf Club down by there, somewhere like that. That is.
Is that the 10-acre wood down that way, perhaps?
Yeah, that's what I think that is.
Oh.
David Williams, look, evening, Di.
David?
You've had his COVID injection this week.
Do you?
Yes.
They'll have that notification, I think. So
what now? Oh, you?
Yeah.
I don't know whether we are. Peter Ross is he's older than you again. I don't think he only just had his, and they don't give you much notice, mind. I've heard of a few people this week. They have a phone call and they say come in tomorrow.
Good God.
Aye.
Well, perhaps I'll be with you now Sunday, haven't I?
You might be. You never know. You never know.
Give you a lift. Oh,
yeah. So I'm looking forward to it really now. To.
Good evening, Craig.
Craig Milton. Hello, Craig, mate. How are you?
New faces in here tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad. I know Craig actually. He's a fellow Super League player with me, yes, and he's a lovely young man. Craig is.
Oh, good. Oh, that's Kyle saying, Fiona rather.
Good golly. See, so we just don't know. We don't know, see, do we? What's going on? Craig got his job tomorrow. Good golly. You're in your 30s, Craig, now. But there we are. No, hey, Fee, I have no way am I saying you'd be lying, sweetheart. It's 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 crazy. I don't think none of us knows. We really. There we are. Look, he had 2 days' notice for his job, so it's not a lot, is it? You just got to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does make me think. The thing is, like I said, like we were saying last week, there's all. If you don't go and have it, they've got to see. Because if you don't go, I do think they are going to stop you doing things.
Oh,
yeah, I'm going early because I got diabetes and that, Craig. So no, listen, I've heard stories of people. There we are. Do you know girl who plays darts, right? I can't remember now. But this couldn't have been anything to do with the injection or something. This girl, right, this woman, she had an injection. She died a week later.
Dear God. Good evening, Dan.
She, that can't have been anything to do with the COVID, and that because it didn't have chance,
Yeah.
Oh, Shalom.
Dan
How are you? Oh, Dan S is in luck.
I know he's flying about again. He said,
as Craig is new, right, I just would like to mention at this early stage that we do ghost stories at 10 o'clock. Craig, sometimes they're good. Well, they're all good, but sometimes they're scary. Sometimes they're just people seeing things, and that I've got 3 stories tonight. If you would like to hang about, there's not much else on, is there? So
that'll be coming on at 10, isn't it? Or thereabouts.
Oh, you said Carrie Ann was on. Look, hiya, Car. How are you? But that was quick typing.
I know. God.
Oh no, she's talking to Shalom there.
Shalom.
Yeah. Don't take a Mickey now, guy.
Gotta take the Mickey.
So it's my turn with it. It's my turn with it.
Should we have a look at your Welsh cake making?
Yes, I'm happy to do that. Go on, you.
We'll get our videos lined up there now, and we'll do some. Good God, what's happening?
Good evening. This week, as promised, I'm doing Welsh cakes. For this recipe, you'll need plain flour, butter or margarine it says, but I prefer to use butter, eggs, and caster sugar. It's 8 ounces of flour, 4 ounces of butter, 2 ounces of caster sugar, and 1 to 2 eggs. See how the mix goes. So it's 8 ounces of flour, 2 ounces of caster sugar, 4 ounces of butter. Yeah, that's in the mixing bowl. Now we will have to mix it up with your hands till you get like a breadcrumb consistency. The recipe is also calling for currants, raisins, sultanas, whichever you prefer. There are some people who don't even like these, so I will be doing a batch without any later on, but these are raisins. It calls for 1 to 2 handfuls, so I've gone halfway. I've done 1.5. Pop them in there with the mixture already done. Just give it a little mix up. Yeah, that'll do just fine. It's a lovely little mix this now. And now we're going to put eggs in. So with this mix, size of the mix, I normally put in 2 eggs. So without further ado, I'll be putting them in.
As you can see, we now are at the stage. We've got a nice ball of the mixture. It's a good consistency. It needs now to be rolled out and made into roughly half-inch thick pate, which then you'll be cutting small like cup size like discs to be cooked on the stove on our bake stone. Okay, so that's the next stage, which we'll soon, by the magic of the video, we'll soon be at. Okay, so we have 3 Welsh cakes ready to go, and I do a lot more than that at one time, but this is just to show. So the bake stone is on. It needs to be on like a constantly, not high, right? It needs to be, but it needs to be very warm right throughout. So it's probably like half heat, and then turn it down, and maybe you soon see. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. Now you don't cook these for too long because you'll dry them up. You don't cook them too quickly because they won't be cooked in the middle, so you've got to keep an eye on these. We'll come back when they're done. Just a sprinkling now of caster sugar on them, just a slight dusting. Whoop! Slight dusting, I'll shake them off now actually. Right, there, there, and there. Right, and there is a nice Welsh tea. You could put cream on if you would like, bit of jam on. I personally prefer them with just a nice cup of coffee, and then about 3, maybe 4 Welsh cakes, and that's it. Thank you for watching.
Well, Shalom said she wants to see it before and after the kitchen, John.
No, well, she is a bit, right, to tell you, because before is perfect, right, because Patsy has done it. And I think we met, I tell you what, Gary, I tell you what it is, right, is I think, between me and you, I think we got a fairy. Honest to God, because what I done earlier, I done that now. It was a hell of a mess. I thought, I go walk, take a dog for a walk. Come back, right? It was beautiful, it was perfect, it was out there.
It was done again, was it?
I think we got a fairy.
Good gosh. What's the name?
So I don't know. No, she won't know where to be seen. So yeah, you know, so I think we've got a fairy. I'm gonna try it again tonight now. Right? Like I can chuck my clothes on the floor, but yeah, right? When I get up in the morning, they're all gone, put away nice.
Good gosh.
So I think, like the elves and the shoemaker, I think I've got a fairy. I think I got one.
I haven't got anything, you?
I thought everywhere. I thought everyone had fairies. I got.
No, if I chuck my stuff on the floor, when I get up the next day, not only are they on the floor, the dog is sleeping on top of them. Oh yeah. So do you know when you put the butter in, do you use your hands then to mix through?
Oh God, no! You gotta get it to like a breadcrumb, like a breadcrumb consistency. See, so to do that, you can't be mixing that with forks and things like that. It's basically what you're looking for is a consistency of like a crumble when you're doing an apple crumble or something, right? But
I've made them, see it, and I've used stock margarine.
Ah, right, I see. I know. I just like the real thing, like butter, like
Yeah, I wouldn't use stock again. I would use butter, but
yeah.
I couldn't use all that sugar. I'd have to put a substitute in for my diet.
I know what you mean, right? But see, I understand. You've got to, there's things there that you've got to be careful of and things like that. But like sometimes for a treat, I know it is for a treat, but sometimes you got to forgo that and just go, look, it's not going to work unless you put the sugar in or something,
Yeah.
But but I do see what you say. You can't have too much of them because it is no good for you, you know.
Yeah.
But
I'll have to try it.
sometimes
I'll have to try and make them with all that low carb stuff, you know, and see what they taste like.
yeah.
I don't think it'll taste very nice.
No shit. Yeah. No, Shalom is probably saying, what Patsy did them. Now I won't have it. Shalom, I won't have it. Next week, I am thinking genuinely of doing a naan bread, right? And I don't want to bite off one I can chew, but I tell you what, right, is the onion bhajis as well. Now, apparently, these onion bhajis I'm going to do taste very similar to the Indian ones, right? Because when you go to have an Indian or something like that, right, it's the chips, it's the rice, it's the naan bread, and the onion bhajis. That's what piles of money onto a bill. There's a good £10 worth there, you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? But we've seen your lovely curry now.
Yes,
I can make that. So the next thing, then, perhaps something to go with it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll do it. I've never done the naan bread, see, so I'm going to try and do that this week. And what I'll do, I'll video the very first attempt and show you. I can show you if it goes right or wrong. It don't matter because I got to learn from somewhere, innit?
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. You just got to try things all the time.
I was when John called down today and dropped some Welsh cakes off for me, which I'm gingerly going through them. But I was in the middle of making some stuff called cloud bread, which I'll show you later on. And it was a pain in the backside to mix and everything. It was going everywhere. I was splashing it all over me. So we'll see that after, but I cut a lot of it out because I made such a mess, John.
You do sometimes, man.
So I have to edit it a bit. So it jumps a bit, the video. It was quite funny.
Yeah, but look at Shalom is going to do a video of boiling sprouts.
Good God.
You are?
Keep all the windows closed. We don't want to smell that. Right back.
No, no, we don't. Well, I enjoy your cooked dinner, but a good friend of mine does me a cooked dinner, Liz, right? And it's absolutely stunning. But and Patsy loves the smell of it and everything, but she just don't do it, see?
Yeah, I can't eat sprouts either. It goes straight through me.
Is it?
Yeah. I love the taste of them. You know, parsnips, sprouts and all that, and cabbage. But
yeah,
dysentery.
Good God.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. David Williams is saying that I think he's talking about the sprouts. Lovely. I'm not sure because people do put some of these in the they do put some of them in cakes and things like that. See,
what sprouts?
But I don't know if that's what David did, or is he talking about something else? I don't know.
Oof,
But
I want like a sprout pudding.
I've also got some. We're also doing the scratch cards. I know there's a few non-regulars here tonight. What we do is they ask a question, and we can see the comments that's on the bottom, yeah. And the very first one to answer, who gets it correctly, I'm not going to go now as well. I decided tonight, right, is I'm just going to do them off the top. I got them like this, look now. Right, so they're all there like that, and so whoever the first one is, I'm going to take it off the top. Second, so we won't be waiting for them to give me a number, right?
Yeah.
So and what happens then, see, is anything over £25 will be split between me, Gary, and the winner, and we'll get that to you either in cash, knock on your door, or by bank transfer, whichever you want. But anything under £25 will go back into the kitty to pay for the scratch cards and bits and bobs that we use every week to get the show on the road. Yeah, so that's fair enough, innit? So we'll get onto them very shortly.
Okay, you let me know when you want to do it, and You could do one now if you want to, John, is it?
Yes, I'm very, very happy to do them now. Right. Here we are then, everybody. We do the scratch cards. The first question I'd like to ask you is the film, children's film really, Free Willy. What creature was Willy? What creature was Willy? Janet William Davis, dolphin. He was not. David, I've got to have him carry on. I've got to have a bit more than whale. I'm sorry. Whale is a bit general. No. Christ, you need a big pool for that, Shalom, wouldn't you? You just answered something by their parts. Girls, what size swimming pool would you need to put a blue whale in it? Carry on with a killer whale is correct, yes. So Carrie, I'm just going to do the top one for you. Let's see if you win anything here. No winner. Look, you had coins everywhere, but not in the straight lines, like we said. So unlucky. So the second question is, and I don't know what's happening to the speed of all this, right? All I can tell you is who's I see first, right? So the second question is, whose flag is a white background with a red dot in the middle? So much a dot, there's like a circle in the middle. It's red. David Willie. Oh, no then. Loads answered together. Right, Patsy was first answering. Wrong. Carrie Ann is correct with Japan. So Carrie Ann wins again. Unfortunately, again, no winner. Right. The next one is on the children's Disney films. Which character's nose grew if he told a lie? I'm not going to look out for the spelling there either. David Williams. Oh, no. Shalom. Nope. Dan S. It all comes at once for me. But yeah, the first one I have is Dan S. with Pinocchio. Quite right, Dan. No, unfortunately, there's no winners there on that one either. Unlucky to Dan. Right, this next one is on can say astrology, but that's a thing. But anyway, space. Which planet is synonymous with rings? Or which planet is famous for its rings? And it's not Uranus. Nope, it's not Mars. It's not Jupiter. It's Saturn. Correct, Carrie Ann. Well done. So here we go again. You've won 3 out of 4 so far. Well done. Oh. There we go. It's a loser once more. We're going to have to get some winners soon, I can tell you. Right, the last card of this evening. No, I was going to answer a very hard one, and it's pointless. Really hard, isn't it? Right. So, I would like to. Which Disney film is Elsa in? Carry on again. Oh no, Patsy's got that. Dan S. Oh, Dan S. was in first. Look. Yeah, Dan S. first with Frozen. Yeah. Blinking heck. Nah, we lost again. So that's 5 done again. Not even a pound. So there we go.
Oh, never mind. It's the taking part. It's the taking part that counts, isn't it?
Yep, it sure is. There we are.
Carrie was very, very good, wasn't she, tonight?
Huge on fire tonight, wasn't she?
Good God. She'd been reading all the general knowledge, see, John?
Oh, no, do notice, mind, it was all about kid stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I suppose most of us have had children, I suppose, except Shalom, because she don't go outside the house. she's not allowed out.
Leave my Shalom alone now, please, mister.
Do you know what she said? Do you know what she said? If you looked at the chart a bit further up, she said, when you said about rings, Glaria's got loads of rings.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I did see that, actually, as I was reading.
I've only got one ring, and that's for...
Yeah, it's the right person.
Right person, yeah. It's one of the wrong one. I've had 4 wrong ones. I want the right one.
You've had 4 wrong ones, haven't you?
Yeah. So you've got to be careful with the 5th one.
You've got to be.
I don't think my heart could stick it.
You're giving on a bit now, see, as well, see, guy.
Well, I'm 27.
27 years, next birthday.
Hey, look at all this weight. I nearly lost a stone in a week.
Yeah, oh, in fairness, right, to call down today, obviously we, what do you call that, the distancing, and up the door, went back to the car, and he's looking good. In fairness, he's really looking good. Fair play. Oh, you stuck to this well, God, in fairness, Drew.
Yeah, you got to, haven't you? They were the right ones. Yep. But
at some point, you're quite right.
Yeah.
You're quite right. But so have you got any plans next week? Are you still on the stew, Gary? Oh no, you're not. You finished with that now.
Well, I still have it, but I got loads of other stuff now. Low carb food, basically. And
apparently the weather's breaking next week, huh?
Are we allowed out though?
Yes, certainly. Oh, bollocks.
Oh, he's tipped something again.
Yeah, I've tipped something.
Never mind, you've got your little fairy there to clean it up, John.
I'll come back to bite me, didn't I?
Yeah. Anyway, we'll have a look at my cloud bread that I made. This is
there we are. I can clean this up, Ben.
There we are. It's a no carbohydrate bread sort of stuff. We'll have a little look at that next now. Okay, cloud bread. How do you make it? We're going to start off with 4 eggs. I'm going to crack them. Okay, so you've got your 4 mixed up. Now then, to the egg yolks, you're going to put a bit of Philadelphia in there, right? And you want to put a teaspoonful. Okay, put a little bit more if you want now. Makes it a lot fluffier. God, can't get off the bloody spoon. Come on, get in there. Oh well, whatever. Okay, well then, with that, we're going to mix this up. I bought a stand hand mixer. Right. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to get your egg whites and you're going to put crema tartar. Now, crema tartar is not a cream liquid as such. You could be looking around Asda or Tesco for blinking hours like I was, looking for this stuff that was in a jar or in a bottle. It don't come in a jar or bottle, it's a powder. Right? Why do they call it crema tartar powder? Right? Much easier for everybody. There we are. I'm going to make it hard, don't I? So you chuck that in there. We're going to beat that up now. Roll that over. Right, getting as much of the yellow mixed into the white as possible. Right. I'll say, but it does harden up in the oven. Right. It's got a big loopy there. Right, they'll probably join. Be a baguette, that one will. Okay, so the cloud bread has been in there for about 15 minutes. So we can have a look now, bring it out. Jeepers creepers. And there it is, look. Now the bottom one I've specifically made so it can be a pizza. Now they don't have to be any particular shape, you know. I'm going to put a topping on that. We're going to put it, look at this welding glove. Funny, isn't it? So we're going to put a topping on that, leave it cool down now for it to harden up a bit. That one's joined up, but you can just cut that. That one will be a lovely sandwich, and so will that one. Ham and cheese or ham and whatever. But simple, it's simple to do. No carbohydrates. It's alright. So on the slim fit fast diet, which I'm on, you can eat 100 of these if you could get them in your mouth. But as you can see, at the moment the texture is a little bit bouncy, right? But that'll harden up in a minute, as you'll see in the photograph later. This will be the top and that'll be the bottom, and in the middle we'll have your regular sandwich filling. And here it is, the cloud bread finished. Right, that's really light, absolutely delicious. I made a lovely sandwich of it, ham and tomato. And now we're going to have a look at the pizza, which should be ready by now. I made a pizza with it as well. Oh yeah. As you can see, it don't have to be any particular shape. You know, you can eat it. It's not for show. Right. You're going to cut it whichever way you can. This pan's a bit small. Cut it into 4. Right, put it back in if you want to melt the cheese a bit more, and that's absolutely fine.
Ew, that looks nice, Gar. Fair play.
It was lovely, really nice. So it's a bit fiddly to make, and it's a bit messy, you know. But if you want bread rolls on a low carb diet, then that's the type of thing you've got to do.
Oh yeah, undoubtedly. But yeah, that's in fairness. It looks lovely and all.
Yeah, it was really nice. It's like I don't know. Remember that Slimsier bread years ago? It's very light. It's something like that. Like it's like biting into air. You know, it's hardly any no flavour to it. You could put garlic powder in it and whatever.
Yeah. You make the flavours yourself, kind of thing. But to be truthful, well, to me, there's not a lot of taste to actual bread anyway.
Yeah. The thing is, it's full of sugar, bread. When they make
it.
I
know that it is, yeah.
Link your neck. So there we are. We'll have to see somebody else's cooking, won't we? Right?
Yes. How many times have we told the people are looking now, they can do anything, right? And send any kind of thing in that they want to do, and they'd be more than welcome to join us by you anyway, Gary, if they wanted to do.
I mean, I can set the screen up, and we can have 12 people on here if we want to, you know. But a lot of them are shy, right? But Carrie Ann is a good cook. I've seen her stuff when we first started doing the show.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Oh yeah, Sonny showed some stuff. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann, yeah, remember Carrie. Feed was doing all the Sunday dinners, remember? And Margaret as well. Margaret's a good cook.
I remember Fee doing Welsh cakes as well sometimes.
That's right, yeah, I remember.
See, so we need
But
to
that
get
was,
them on, you know. Just
Hey.
send your videos in and we'll put them on.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And it's quite easy, you know. I'm what's the word? I'm not very good at computery stuff, right? But it's it's quite easy to do. And you send it in. And thing is, right? People will learn if you. I know I am going to do that. That Gary's done, and so it's about helping each other out and all to do like that pizza I done last week. If you want to do something quick for the kids, boom, it's there, right?
Yeah.
And it's tasty and everything. All right, it's not you wouldn't do that every single day like my pizza one, but it's all right now and again, especially if you're in a rush, like
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, that's what we do it for. And hey, we got a bit of freedom next week. What do you think, Guy?
It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So we were allowed out.
You wouldn't have a clue how to do it. To do what? To send the video, you mean, is it?
Right, all you do, the thing is now, carry on, right, is you got to we got to, people you want to send them regular, we'll have to exchange each other's phone numbers, right? Or say, the email I tried to send, it was too big, right? The thing. So what we'll do, it will be WhatsApp. Now, the only way that you can do WhatsApp is if you have somebody's telephone number, right? So then, and you've got to have the app as well. So that's how I send mine to Gary, through WhatsApp. And just so make a video of it and send it to WhatsApp. It's great, but you'll have to have his phone number, that's all. And he'll have to have yours.
Either that, or if you post it on the Facebook page, our group page, then I can take it off there as well. You can upload it onto that Gary's show page.
What is it? What is that thing? What is it? Neath Put All About Life or something?
No, another one we all meet on Facebook.
On what?
On Facebook.
All right. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can post a video on there.
Can you?
Yeah, you can upload it straight to there, and then I can take it off there.
Right. Why wouldn't it work then?
Why wouldn't what work?
I don't know if I tried that, but anyway.
Yeah.
Right. I love it. I'll try it next time now.
Okay. We'll find a way of doing it. You know, it is pretty easy.
I had an itch then, sorry. But yeah, so it's
joking apart, I do 3 dinners a week for my neighbour's beef last night. Oh yeah, as long as you love doing it, isn't it? You don't kill them yet, so it must be edible.
You did, right? Oh, I bet you they all. My Patsy says, right, that I do the cooking, yeah, but she's done cooking, obviously. And Patsy's a fantastic cook. I bet Sonia is, Carrie, but and we know Fee is, right? But it's nothing wrong in showing us what to do. All it's doing is passing a bit of time. We come on here on a Friday night now, and it is just a pastime. I looked on what's on telly tonight, and it is absolutely rubbish again. Yeah. Lawrence is in. Look, hey, Lawrence.
I have a Lawrence. How are things? He's working in a bike shop, I think. They're looking at KTMs.
Hey, Sonny's called you out. Check you out, Gary, you handsome beast. All that weight of Lossiga.
I know. It's flying off.
Well.
It'll be like a laugh now.
Here we are.
Just got to get my hair cut next now. Might begin.
And you beard now. See, you look about 12. You will now have your hair cut and you beard.
Yeah. And lasered eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, he's the manager.
Oh, Mark, man. All right, Mark, how are you doing, mate?
Mark Harris.
Yeah, how are you doing, Mark?
One of your friends, is he, Mark?
Well, yeah, very loosely, I call him a friend. Yeah, he's all right, like I suppose. I was going to say to Mark, because I seen somebody we both knew the other day.
I'm £200 now. £200.
All right. So what's that in stones then?
Just over 14.
Do. I will actually. He's dead right. Mark is saying in right that I've known Mark since about my 15th or no, my 16th birthday. So going back a long way, that is that is though, isn't it?
Yeah. In school together, is it?
No, it was. Do you remember them YTSs we used to do?
Oh yeah.
We met in where the first time and whether we've been friends ever since. And what has been happening? Every place we went to work, or the mainest thing we went to work, bloody bump into him, didn't I? All the time. He was working there and then doing darts then. And then he joined our darts family up in Taibach. So we see each other all the time.
Yeah. Oh, good. It's nice to have long-term relationship and friends.
Yeah.
Shlom, reckon all the windows were nearly going to blow in. But
Well,
with all them sprouts, John, it's one of the windows don't blow out.
Did you? Did it? Obviously, we had that storm the other day. Patsy just said, she's right. I didn't hear a raindrop. I didn't in my. I didn't hear one drop of rain on the window. I slept right through it.
Oh God, it's blowing a gale, didn't you?
Well, I'm only 100 yards away from you.
Yeah.
But the gazebo thing out the back, that's buckled up and everything like that. And so, it was really bad, but I didn't hear a thing.
Oh, well. So you'll have to fix that now then, John.
I've done it already. It was, honest to God, all it was I had to use a pry bar and prime it out like that. And as I got over the as I got it over the lip like that, right, it just, and I tell you what, if your fingers were in the way, it would have ripped them off because it was like a pop and it all shot back into place, you know.
Good God.
You know what I mean by that, don't you? You know, you pry in the bar like that, you get to a certain point, boom, and it all, you could feel the whole lot, you know, clicking back into place, you know.
Yeah. Good God. And the good thing about it's open.
Oh, yes. They didn't do no other damage. Shalom, see, she's up in the crow's nest, see, yeah?
Yeah, she is. The naughty boys, naughty girls' place. They put them right at the top, see, don't they? And they know.
Yeah.
Keep out the way.
Yeah. And that time, we got burgled up here a good while ago, and I slept right through it. Do you know, I tell you something, because, see, now, I don't mean to say this. I don't mean to even, you know, put myself down as like a baddish person. You know, look, at the time I was furious that I slept through it. You know, now I'm quite happy I did, because honest to God, I wouldn't have known what I would probably have bitten him. I'd bitten his chin off and things like that. I would, if I caught hold of the fella, you know, because you can't imagine the anger that you'd feel, and I wouldn't be able to stop. See, I know I'm quite pleased I slept through that now, actually.
Yeah, I'd be the same because they invade in your house.
Yeah,
you know.
But I know what I would do, and it scares me really. But it didn't happen, thank God. But what right have people got to come into your house and steal stuff off you?
Yeah.
Oh, it was devastating. It was. We had, it was the day after payday, and we had, cash to pay that man, pay this one, pay a while ago now. See, when we paid in the cash, pay that man, pay that man, pay that man, all in little piles ready, and they took the lot, didn't they? They took the absolute lot.
They didn't find out who they were.
No, did they? It was like
useless, isn't it?
Yeah, they come here and all that nonsense with the. But I will never accept it's my fault, because it doesn't matter. We did leave the little windows. It was summertime, right? We left the little windows open. But I've lived, like I said, I've lived here all my life, like 50 odd years, right? And never ever had to lock up and things. I know times are changing. But when somebody says, "Oh yeah, it was my own fault," no, it wasn't. It wasn't your fault. So these people decided to come into your house. Don't matter if it was wide open. People still haven't got the right to come in. You know. All right, I didn't I didn't do the right thing. But at the end of the day, we tight as a drum now all the time. And the police see they looked all around the house to give us security ideas and that. And he said, "You are, you're tight as a drum, but you just got to shut your windows. That's all." And I didn't see. Lived here all my life.
Up in North Wales, they're jacking cars up and taking that exhaust pad out, you know?
Oh, the catalytic converter, that's quite easy. But Patsy's quite right, mind, you know. I didn't even, Gary, I'm not joking. I got up the day we were burgled. I was the first one up. My dear old mother-in-law was living with us at the time, God rest her soul. I got up, had a cup of coffee. So I made it, coming around the guy, I finished half the cup of coffee. Patsy come down. "What's going on? We've been burgled." I didn't even know we'd been burgled, guy. I didn't take any, the doors were open, everything. I don't know, I must have been half asleep.
You don't expect it anyway, do you, John? You know?
No, I know what. I see, now when I got a good feeling, David Williams here. Yeah, they ask him of the earth, Dave. But I got a feeling our David Williams is a very good cook. And I don't know why I'm thinking, but I bet he was a good cook.
You'll have to send us a video on it.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Now he can send us a video because I bet you he's a good cook.
And when you video in, hold your phone like that.
Yeah, that's what I haven't been doing. That's why Gary's a bigger than mine. For now.
What are we talking about now?
See, childish child again.
Hey, any scary stories tonight, John?
Well, I got 3 stories tonight, right? Or 3 I think maybe 4, but I got one from from my pile from the Shadow Men. Now, I've told you, I'll take you through the Shadow Men again. Mark Harris. Now then, Mark will know about the one I'm doing about because it's Huey Lewis's story, Mark, about the. I won't spoil it because Mark knows about it, I'm sure. But it's. You remember him from work, Mark? Well, anyway, he's going to do that. I'm going to do his story, and that one is quite scary. You know, again, a few. Remember, I told you before, a few lines when you're doing a story, 1 or 2 lines that makes it scary. There's 1 or 2 of them like that, and there's some quite gentle ones then. But the so you know, I can't pick and choose which stories get sent to me. But we've had a good run. But these stories, they still go stories. But all we can do is I'll read out what I got really, and there's some good ones, and there's one, I would say, one good scary one, you know.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. I got a video, a short one I'll put on now. It was when I was in Kirkley Court. We had to have some drains cleaned, and you'll see the 2 guys leaning over these drains. They call grease traps. They catch all the fat from the kitchen, and it bloody stinks. Oh God, it's a hell of a smell. And there's a guy in black there. He'd been out the night before on the drink. And you'll see him, and he's trying to pull his coat over his nose, everything, because the smell is drifting up in his face. And it's really funny, but you'll also hear behind me, you'll hear a voice breathing. Something like that, you know? And there was nobody behind me, but where I was staying, it was like a haunted house type of thing. And the cellar door was open right next door to me.
Don't put it on yet, only a second. Because Gary played it to me earlier. You must. I know you. The funny thing is this guy not being able to handle the smell, but listen to Gary, right? And he'll be laughing at this guy, but then listen to what's behind him. I heard it, right? And it really is there. So when you're ready, Gary.
Okay. There we are. You can hear him behind me going, breathing out. There's something
Do you hear
there.
that?
Yeah, it's definitely something there, but I don't know who the heck it was because there's nobody there with me. But it's clearly on.
If you had a phone call tomorrow now to go there for the same price as what you had before, would you go?
Yeah, I'm not scared of it now.
Oh, I knew.
No.
But the bloke that was there, was he scared of it? He won't go back, would he?
Oh, no, the head gardener wouldn't. I'll have to try and get him on you. Every time we have a chat, we always talk about that, that night. Because
Yeah.
it was horrendous. It was a really scary night. And we'd come back from that pub drunk. And I went up into my apartment. And all the lights had all blown. All the clothes, my clothes were everywhere. And you think, now this house I was staying in was about as secure as you can make a house because it had paintings in there worth millions, right? It had the best of everything. So no human could get into my flat. It was something because I stayed over in the gardener's house that night. Look at it. I had a right scare, But, it was scary. So, right, John, do you want to do your ghost stories?
Yes, I sure will, my friend.
All right, let me depart.
Right. Again, here we are, 10 o'clock on a Friday night. We go through a ghost story. I think I'll do the Shadow Man in a bit. This one, when they went just away for the weekend, I went away for the weekend and we rented a hotel for 2 nights. And the first night it was so cold in that room. The next morning I checked the door to the balcony and found the door had been opened. Now I know I locked the deadbolt. When you put it right up. Also, I went out to smoke. And on the way back, my back, it just went numb with coldness. It was as if the ghost actually touched me, because I do believe it was a ghost. Anyway, I sped walked to our room, went as fast as I could, and I didn't go out to that room again till the morning. The next day, we took a drive, and we came back to find the balcony door open. And again, when night time came, my hubby saw a shadow walk out of the bathroom. Now, when he went into the bathroom, all the cupboards were open. He called me. I begged him to tell me the truth to see if it was true, what he was telling me, and he swears that it was true. We both got into bed, and I could hear somebody whispering my name as I was drifting off to sleep. You see, I was drifting off to sleep, so it could have been a dream. But what happened next was terrifying. As we were going up to sleep, the duvet was just pulled clean off our bed, as if somebody was standing at the bottom of the bed and pulled it. So we decided to sleep by our children. later on in the middle of the night, I went out again to smoke. And my son said somebody whispered in his ear. And my husband felt uneasy all night, like there was a dark presence in the room. But the next day, we got up and we left, and we never went back there again. And that place was too creepy for me. So you can, again, that actually happened to to that person there. I had this one sent yesterday. Here's a strange story that I forgot about. As I lived in my mother's house, I noticed that I would hear strange noises at night if the furniture in my bedroom was arranged in a certain way. For example, I would hear what sounded like scratching sounds on the carpet. I mentioned this before to people before. I saw a shadowy figure peek out of a room while I was looking in the hallway once. I also felt something grab my foot when I was in bed once. See? Anyway, it seemed that I wouldn't hear any noises, so I made sure the space in front of the 3 windows in the room was occupied by a piece of furniture. Any piece, bed, chest, or dresser. In the mid-90s, my mother let one of my old girlfriends move in for a while. She had like this OCD thing, and it seemed like she was obsessed with moving furniture around. But she was moving furniture in the bedroom one day before I left to go to college, and I told her, "Girl, you keep moving furniture around and you're going to see a ghost." She knew about my past ghostly experiences. We both just kind of laughed, and I left for college. About 2 hours later, I was in a lecture, and an office assistant came, give it to the tutor, and the note was for me to phone my ex-girlfriend at home. People didn't have mobile phones at that time, so I went to the main office to use the landline phone. I called her up, and she was definitely startled. She was worried about something. She was talking and cursing to explain what happened. She said she was vacuuming the living room listening to music. She turned round and she was looking in the hallway, and then she saw me walking across the hallway into a bedroom. She said that she saw me as plain as day. She said I had my school, the uniform that I used to wear every day to the college. I had that on and everything. She thought I came home and I was messing around with her. She went into the room and didn't see anything. She got scared and decided to call the school up to talk to me. Well, when I got home, I found her outside. She was like crying, and believe it or not, that was the last time I seen her that night, that day. And yeah, I had forgotten about that until recently, until something had come up in the group that I'm in, and see, no, but I can't verify that. It says here it's possible she could have made the whole story up, but she really was shaken, and we were quite close. So why would she just lose contact? So I do believe she saw something. What? I can't tell you. Right, and this next one, it says, "Did you ever happen? Did some? I apologize. Did you ever have something happen to you and you totally forget about it till something triggers you to remember?" Well, recently, my sister and brother and I have been talking about experiences that has happened and that there are no explanations for. A majority of the stories revolve around my grandmother's house. It is known for giving everybody a story or two. And thinking to all these times made me remember a situation that happened to me somewhere different. I'm sorry for the long introduction, but I just wanted to give you a little history. It was New Year's Eve. What year? I can't honestly say. I can't remember. I know I was a teenager. That night, my boyfriend and I stayed up watching the Honeymooners Marathon. till about maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. My boyfriend was allowed to stay the night, but he had to stay in the living room while I would spend the night in my mother's bedroom. She was out working, so when I went to bed, I was alone. I felt something strange, something watching me as I lifted my head up from the pillow. Then I seen a man sitting in the rocking chair across from the bedroom, old, haggard. I looked at him for a minute, then realised I didn't know this person. Needless to say, fight or flight kicked in. Scared out my brains, but somehow angry enough to jump up and try to punch this guy. After I swung, nobody was there. I was alone in the room. I stayed up for about an hour and I fell asleep. The next morning, I went to the living room, sat on the couch, and started to tell my boyfriend what happened. Once I got to the point of a man sitting in the chair, he stopped me. He told me there was a man in the living room sitting on the other side of the couch, just staring at him. And he was scared. I told him the exact same thing happened to me. After that night, I noticed that weird stuff started happening to my radio, which was a knob to change the radio stations. And they changed channels all on its own. Well, one day I had enough of it and I said out loud, "I'm sorry that I tried to hit you, but you scared me. I don't want any trouble with you. Is it possible that you leave my radio alone?" Crazily enough, the radio stopped changing channels by itself, and it never changed again. So that couple saw the same man at the same time, but in different locations. That must have been terrifying. And now I'm going to tell you a story of the Shadow Man. And obviously I haven't got it written down because I remember it. There was a man in work called Huey. And we used to go for break at the same time, all the time. Nothing would stop. I'd have problems, I'd talk to him. He'd have problems, he'd talk to me. But this one day, I shouted down, "Huey, come on, it's time for break, we'll come in." Didn't answer me back. So I said, "Come on." She said, "I'm not coming down today." He said, "I got something on my mind, I'm not coming today." "Come on," he said, "we always talk about things." "I can't this time," he said. "You're not going to believe me." "Come on," I said, "I'll believe you. We tell each other everything," I said. "Come on." So eventually, we both went in to break at the same time. He said, "Me, was something happened last night, and I don't know what to do," he said. "I'm terrified." I said, "Well, what happened?" "Well," he said, "it was about, I don't know, early hours of the morning, anyway. And I woke up fighting for air, fighting for breath. And there was this man over me. And he had a black cloak on, a black hat on. Now we'd mentioned it was like Orson Welles, like an Orson Welles figure. And he had black gloves on and he was choking me. He was strangling me. I couldn't breathe. He was going to kill me. I was going to die. And he said, all I managed to do, I just managed to shout, "Get off!" Right, I think, as I was going to pass out. And he stopped. He just stopped. He walked out of the room, into the landing, and then he walked down the stairs. And do you know what's amazing about this? Is that I went back to sleep. Honestly, I don't know why. I went back to sleep. And I woke up in the morning, and I got up and I checked the windows and everything like that, and I went downstairs, I checked every window, every door, everything was tight as a drum, all locked up. And I came back up the stairs, I sat on the edge of the bed, and I sighed. It was a massive sigh of relief, and it was a dream. A horrible dream, but it was a dream. So then I guess getting ready to work, and I just go down, make my daughter some breakfast. My wife was getting out of bed and everything, and so my daughter came into the kitchen. So I put cereal in front of her. I said, "There's your breakfast then," and she just said, "Daddy, who was that man with a black hat and a black cloak on the landing last night?" There we are, and you haven't got an explanation for that to this day. And that is the ghost stories for Friday night. Thank you for listening.
Oh, they're scary, aren't they, John? That shadow man, loads of people have seen that.
Oh, if everybody wants to do this, obviously you're more than welcome. On your search engine, type in Shadow Man. It's a worldwide phenomenon, right? That people see it. People have seen it all over, and he always seems to have a black hat, whether it be like a fedora or a top hat or even a bowler hat. He always seems to have a hat, and he always seems to have a cloak as well. But it's always all in black, and it's a phenomena that's worldwide. But my mate, he says for 100% definite have seen it, and he said it was unbelievably scary. But that last bit when his daughter just said, "Who was that man in the landing?" It makes a shiver go up your spine, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Horrible, man.
So there we are. That's that.
There are some, I don't know, there's some things out there we don't know. You know.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, there's some people that think it's a laugh or they don't think it happens, but you really don't want to mess with things like that, you know.
Especially Ouija board and all that lot. So scary. But my own personal experiences when I was living up there, when I first started staying there, I was in a mansion house, right? And it was like 3 miles from the main road, and the head gardener was like 250 yards away, and I was in this building by myself, and I had a baseball bat, mind. If anybody broke in, they would have had a whack with that. But it was nothing human. That was in there. It was only me and this whatever it was.
See, that's what would do me in. See, because I wouldn't worry about being attacked by blinking humans. Things you can't see would worry me.
Well, I'd have the whole house alarmed, right? Because the works of art were worth a hell of a lot, right? So the whole house being alarmed, and I'd be in my flat, and I'd lock my door, but I could see somebody's feet, a shadow, because the landing light outside my flat was on, and I could see 2 shadows of feet.
See.
But I couldn't open the door because the alarm would go off. Right? You've got 12 seconds.
But if there was a solid body there, the alarm would go off anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the alarm would have picked it up.
See? Yes, he greased.
And then in the middle of the night, I heard something smash downstairs. Now, the alarms were so sensitive, if something had smashed, it would have gone off. Because...
Didn't go off, did it?
That thing went off, no.
Oh, I just stayed there. It would have stayed there. Right, the alarms haven't picked that up. I pretend I didn't hear it.
Well, when I went down the next morning, nothing had smashed. But I heard it, you know. So you're up there then, you're thinking to yourself, am I going nuts? You know?
Yeah.
Am I going bloody bonkers here? You know, I'm hearing all these things and seeing these footsteps outside of my door.
But have you actually, right, it's happened to me quite a few times. Now, again, this is a proper thing, like a phenomenon, if you want. You were drifting off to sleep, and you hear a real loud bang. Have you had that before?
I have, yeah.
Jesus, I tell you what, right, I've hit the ceiling, I have. I'm holding on to the ceiling, I guess. And you ever look like, what was that? I don't know, I'm not going down. Dog, I'm back, right? It can't be real. I'm not going down there.
Yeah, I got a a hammer by the side of the bed.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all right. You got hammer, right? You know what? They can never ever do me what I got by the side of my bed, right? No policeman will touch me for it. It's my leg.
Yeah, no, but you
It's
have to
able. It's able. Oh, I can sit to my bed, right, and swing. I've practiced. Swing that round, boy. I'd catch you with that. You've had it.
oof, flipping heck, innit?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hopefully we won't see anybody when we come down the stairs, innit?
Ooh, can you imagine that? I would do. I'd put my knickers. I would if I'd seen that something. Walking up the stairs or something. Imagine, you see, that's the thing. Imagine you coming in from a night out now, innit? And you coming in, just pulling up in the car, and there's somebody in the window. Oh, yes, be mouth. I'm frightened of myself, but I know I'm looking at the stairs all the time. Yeah.
In that Chirkley Court, you can see it if you go online and type in Chirkley Court. It's a very posh hotel now. But when I was living there, it was just.
Have you got this? Have you got to do that and say Chirkley Court at the same time?
Chirkley Court. I got to do that because it was shaky, like, you know, it was scary. But if you type in and go and have a look at the hotel, you'll see it's really posh. They've spent a lot of money on it. And when I was there was like works of art everywhere, and it was a really nice place to stay. And I had loads of parties. And the lord who owned the house, he said, treat it as your own. Well, I had loads of parties tonight. He didn't really mean that I should have parties, but, you know, why not, didn't he?
Dead right. Why not? Certainly.
Got rather drunk quite a lot.
Ooh, see? Oh, they were. So I did, again, I enjoyed reading them, and hopefully everybody else would like to hear them, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's see what you can come up with next week now then, innit? Hopefully we'll have some more scary ones come in.
Yes, let's just hope so. So, like, and yeah, we go from there then. It would be nice to get some nice scary ones in again from local, because we've had some real beauties, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
You know, we've had some that. What was a strange one? We had that one from Old Neath Hospital over there, and something happened, and you can't find it, and that's happened to somebody else as well. Yeah, right. Somebody sent me a story. I can't find it, and they've said something happened to your side, and it's gone from the ears as well. It's as if it wasn't meant to be read out, you know.
Yeah. Scary, man.
It is, so here we are.
There we are. So we'll say goodbye now, but anybody watching now, don't forget to put the thumbs up just down below, right? And subscribe, because it does help the channel.
Right. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon, guys.
Yeah, see you next week, same time.
Cheerio, everybody.